Hello everyone, I'm Yannick Beau, Director of Product and Application at Numeka, and today I'll demonstrate the full simulation workflow for a turbo machinery application in Omnis. So before we start setting up and running the simulation, let's first give a look at Omnis user's interface. So here on the bottom part, you can see the workflow menu. The workflow menu guides the user through every steps of the simulation workflow, because as you know, Omnis combines in the same environment every tools necessary for running a simulation, from geometry preparation to mesh generation, simulation solvers, but also results analysis tools. On the left part of the interface, we find the family tree. The family tree is the representation, the structure of the application that I'm studying. Also, thanks to the fact that we have every tools in the same environment, I'll see the same family tree, so the same geometrical description of the application, whether I'm importing the geometry, generating a mesh, running a simulation, or performing analysis. Below the family tree, you have the property panel. It's the part of the interface where the user will set up or set all the parameters of his project. And then in the middle part, we have the views. In Omnis, we have multiple views, especially for turbo machinery application. So here you can see a 3D view of the Akan turbine geometry that I've imported, the meridional view of the turbo machinery, and when I'll start generating the mesh, you will see the blade-to-blade view of my turbo machinery. I started this project by importing a geometry. The geometry can be imported either from a Numeka turbo machinery geometry file or imported directly from the Concept and IC Agile Design System tools. Here, since the turbo machinery configuration has been imported, all the parameters were set automatically. For example, in row 1, we can see that it's set as an axial turbine with 36 blades being a stator vane. So here I can start immediately generating the mesh. Before generating the mesh, let me tell you that all the actions in Omnis can be run in parallel. So for example, geometry import, but also mesh generation, simulation solvers, or results analysis. So we control the resources that we're using through this menu here. Here, I'll set that I'm using 4 cores on my machine. If I add a cluster configured, I can also perform the mesh generation on a cluster. I press generating the mesh and the mesh will be generated. While the mesh is being generated, there's two things that I can tell you. First thing is that Omnis is a client-server based architecture, which means that while the mesh is being generated, the user can keep on using the user interface without any slowdown. So here you see that I can set up parameters or continue changing anything that I want without the interface being frozen. The second thing is about mesh generation tool in Omnis. In Omnis 4.1, we've integrated two mesh generation tools. AutoGrid, that was selected automatically here for turbo machinery multi-block structured meshes, and Express for unstructured meshes. So here the mesh has been generated. Up, let me show it to you. And we can see also in the blade-to-blade view that we have a blade-to-blade cut of the mesh. We can also analyze the mesh quality statistics. And here we can see that the minimum orthogonality of the entire mesh is above 22 degrees, which is excellent, with a maximum expansion ratio of 2.5, which is also very good for this type of meshes. So now we can switch to the simulation context. So again, while in other tools you would have to save your project and then open a different tool to set up the simulation, here you just need to click on the workflow menu, simulation step. In the simulation step, we find back the same user interface as the mesh context with the views here, the family tree on the left hand side with the property panel on the bottom. Here, the simulation project is already set up. So for example, we can look at the rotating speed of the turbo machinery, 3,500 rotation per minute. We also can set several parameters such as the initial solution. Here we're using turbo machinery initial solutions. So the way of setting up parameter is similar to the mesh. For example, here we have the parameters grouped by categories, configuration, physics, numerics, output, and so on, and the user can set them up. We have also visibility modes. So for all the necessary parameters, they grouped in the essential mode. For more advanced parameters, the user can switch to the standard mode or the advanced mode. So here, as I said, the simulation is already set up. So I can just select the resources that I'm going to use. And here, for example, I'll use 6 core on my local workstation and start running the simulation. While the solver is starting, we can start preparing our post-processing scene. So here, for example, I'll select all the surfaces visible in my 3D view, and I'll create a color contour. In Omnis, the user has access to several post-processing probes, such as the local values, ISO lines, color contours, vectors, ISO surfaces, cloud of particles, and others. So here I'm creating a color contour of static pressure, for example. The interface indicates to the user that a color contour has been requested, but no solution is available yet because the solver didn't start yet. So that's why it shows this color contour with the yellow stripes. So not only we will monitor the convergence with looking at the evolution of this color contour of static pressure, but we will also monitor the convergence of residual and mass flows. So these plots are available by default in the turbomachinery template. Besides this plot, we've also integrated in Omnis 4.1 more turbomachinery dedicated post-processing, such as the post-processing of the meridional average solution. So here again available in the turbomachinery template, we have access to the meridional view, and when I'll create a color contour, for example a color contour of entropy, this color contour will be computed on the meridional average solution. And besides the color contour on the meridional average solution, we can also create, and also available in the template, color contour on blade-to-blade cuts. So here, for example, it's a blade-to-blade cut at mid-span. And I'm creating, on this blade-to-blade cut, I'm creating a color contour of Mach number. Now the solver has finished initializing the solution and the partitioning the mesh, so it will start very soon. And you will see when the solver will start iterating the solution on each of these post-processing charts being updated in real time with the latest solution that was computed by the solver. Now we can look at the first set of solutions computed by the solver, and we see that the solution is not very accurate. That's expected. It's because the solver starts converging on coarser grid level. The solver uses a multi-grid initialization strategy and start converging on a 2-2-2 grid levels, which means agglomerated twice in each direction of space, then switches to the 1-1-1 grid level and finishes on the finest grid level. Now we've reached the finest grid level, so we see that the solution gets more and more accurate with the solver convergence. Also, thanks to the fact that Omnis is a client-server architecture, we can add additional post-processing plots on this post-processing scene. For example, I can select all the surfaces here in my 3D view. And now that I have a clearer picture of the range of variation of static pressure, I can add ISO lines of static pressure with a range of variation, for example, of 110,000 to 170,000 Pascal. The next time that the solver or the co-processing will refresh the solution, we see these ISO lines being updated in the solution being shown, and these ISO lines, similarly to all the other plots, will reflect the evolution of the solution over time. So here we can see that the convergence is pretty fast. It's because I've activated CPU booster. That's why the drop of residuals, as you can see, is very steep. In this example, I've demonstrated the setup and the post-processing of a single operating point, but we've also extended the range of capability of Omnis to being able to compute performance curve and performance maps. So to create a performance curve or a performance map, it's very simple in the interface. We create a performance map, and then for this performance map, we can set up the number of ISO speed lines and the number of points toward the shock margin and the stall margin that we want to compute. For this demonstration, I've already computed the performance map of this turbomachinery configuration, so I can open the project with the already computed results. In this example here, I've computed a performance map with 3 ISO speed lines ranging from 3400 rotations per minute to 3600 rotations per minute. For each isospeed lines, I've computed 5 operating points, 1 on the design point and then 2 toward the stall margin and 2 toward the shock margin. We can see the convergence of each run with the monitoring of the residuals here. We can also plot the global performances of the turbo machinery for the whole performance map points. For example, here I'm plotting the efficiency versus the mass flow. We can also plot additional quantities such as the pressure ratio, axial thrust, torque or power. For example, here I plot the efficiency against the pressure ratio, and we can see the global performances and the range of variation of the performances for each isospeed lines and each operating points that I've computed for this turbo machinery. This concludes my demonstration. I hope that I was able with this demonstration to convince you of the power of Omnis environment that combines in the same software every tools of the simulation workflow, from the geometry import to the mesh generation, simulation and results analysis, and that brings a lot of advanced feature to the user, such as for example the co-processing capability that allows the user to monitor the convergence and the evolution of the flow solution while the solver converges. I'll be very happy to answer any other questions. In the meantime, I wish you a very good day, stay safe, and see you soon. Goodbye.